I'm Roslyn Anderson. I'm here staging Jiří Kylian's Soldier's Mass for Queensland Ballet. There's always a meaning behind it. It's always relevant to the time that we're in, to today, and it's always about life and death and love. My history with Soldier's Mass is that it was first off the very first piece where Jiří asked me to assist him. So the first time that we were in creation together on a work. He was inspired, number one, by he wanted to work with men, because in dance in general, especially classical dance, the men are usually partners and supporting the female dancer, and the female dancer is the one who's being presented and shown. So he wanted to do a work that involved men and gave them something really to get their teeth into. Jiří's starting point is always the music. He begins with a piece of music. He finds the recording that he really thinks represents what he's wanting to say with the music. During class time, we would sit in the small studio and figure out patterns and who would go where. And so I feel like I was sort of very much a part of the creation, more so than often is the case.
My name is Phil and I'm a company artist with Queensland Ballet. The story behind it is already very inspiring because it's in honour of a Czech battalion that was sent to France and killed very shortly after that. So it's very emotional, and what's really interesting to me is that with Kylian's work, it's so closely related to the music, and the music that we listen to it's kind of storytelling at the same time, and the motifs that come back kind of link with the dance. So in my mind, it's quite nice because I can't think of one without the other. There are lots of stereotypes around men, and particularly soldiers. What's so brilliant about this piece is that at the same time that it brings men because they bring a particular physicality, I love that it also just mainly focuses on vulnerability. Rather than being strong, most of the time they show that they're like shocked or in fear or need support or need to lean on someone.
My name is Joel. I'm a senior soloist with Queensland Ballet. How he does it is genius in my opinion. Lots of choreographic movements, motifs and shapes, and something as simple as this, it emotes so much. And it's wonderful to kind of find those moments and those movements where you can use that and then just like push that expression and what that intent could be. Towards the end, actually, we start singing in Czech, and it's very powerful because all the men again have fallen to the floor, and then we stand up with kind of like the bugle sound and with this drumming noise, and then we all sing, and it's not supposed to be something that's really lovely or like beautiful. It's more of like a shouting, and by the time that you're singing, you're just so exhausted and your shoulders are going and you're just screaming it pretty much, and it's just a really amazing, powerful moment.
My name's Luke Dimatina and I'm a company artist with Queensland Ballet. With Soldier's Mass, it's, there are some really subtle movements, but then you get 12 men doing them all at the same time, and it makes one really subtle movement into this image.
My name's Ronnie Luther. I am the ballet mistress and creative associate at Queensland Ballet. I've worked directly with Kylian. I was in Netherlands Dance Theatre 2 and then in Netherlands Dance Theatre 1, so in both companies we did Kylian repertoire. I also created with Jiří, which was one of the highlights of my life. He also has a particular style of port de bras with the very curved elbows, and the back is working. So to show the younger generation who maybe haven't been so familiar with that type of movement, hopefully by them seeing it on someone that's been in the company, that can give them a new inspiration and a new amount of knowledge as well. I think he's an absolute genius, and also it touches on the heartstrings for me. Yeah, he's one of the absolute masters.